Dave Burke, First Star Football Report, presented by First Star Logistics. Week 2 of the 2020 Ohio high school football season is completed. It's time to present several players for your consideration as First Star Logistics Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week. The player with the most overall votes will become the First Star Logistics Player of the Week. Before we announce the names, please take the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel to help us continue to provide videos and other content, and make sure to check out firststarfootballreport.com. We want to thank First Star Logistics for their continued support of First Star Football Report. If you're looking for a new career, please visit firststarlogistics.com as they are hiring new team members. Week 2 of the season provided some upsets, blowouts, and great performances. This week, we have 17 players overall up for Player of the Week honors with 10 on offense and 7 on defense. Remember, go to firststarfootballreport.com and vote for one offensive and one defensive player of the week. We name one player from both sides of the ball, with the player who receives the most overall votes being named the First Star Logistics Player of the Week. We're going to start on defense this week. Nick Meade, Centerville High School. The senior defensive back posted 11 total tackles, 7 solo, in a hard-fought 31-24 loss to Springfield in overtime. Rod Moore, Northmont. The senior defensive back is already a Michigan pledge and showed why, posting 12 total tackles, 8 solos, and a 20-6 win over Fairmont. For good measures, Moore also added 1 reception for a 41-yard touchdown. Josh Harris, Princeton High School. The senior linebacker posted 10 tackles overall, 7 solos, with a forced fumble in the Vikings' 27-22 win over Sycamore. Zach Stevens, GREENON. The sophomore posted 19 total tackles with 2.5 sacks in a 24-0 win over Springfield Catholic Central. Anthony Baltimore, West Carrollton High School. The senior defensive end posted 15 tackles, 9 solos, and 1 sack in a 45-32 loss to FAIRBORN in Miami Valley League action. CADE EVERHART, Tippecanoe High School. The junior has posted double-digit tackles in each of the first 2 games of the season. Against Greenville, he recorded 15 total tackles with an impressive 11 solo stops in a 28-0 win. Darius Thomas, Deer Park. The junior linebacker posted 13 total tackles, 6 solo, with 1 sack and a forced fumble and recovery in a 45-35 win over Taylor. He also added 86 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns on offense. Those were the players on defense. Now over to offense.
Dave Lapham here, and every day I am grateful for my experience to have played professional football. As a player, I realize self-motivation, leadership, and appreciating your teammates are key. At First Star Logistics, you can use those same attributes to create the life you want for you and your family. Build your future by working hard like I did. You'll see results both on and off the field. Call First Star Logistics today and be part of our winning team.
We start with DEONDRE, BOTHAST-REVALEE, Talawanda High School. Talawanda head coach Larry Cox has talked positively about the talented junior. Friday night, BOTHAST-REVALEE showed why with 170 yards rushing and a touchdown, while adding 42 yards receiving and another touchdown in the Braves' 17-7 big win over Harrison. Caden Naughton, Turpin. Naughton carried 15 times for 121 yards and 3 touchdowns to go with 3 receptions for 52 yards and a score in the Spartans' 49-14 win over Milford. STYLSKI, Kings. The senior running back carried the ball 29 times for 234 yards, 5 touchdowns to go with 4 receptions for 47 yards and a score in the night's 70-34 win over Anderson. Mosi Armbruster, Springboro High School. The senior carried 5 times for 112 yards and 4 touchdowns in the Panthers' 77-16 win over Beaver Creek. Ben Hambleton, Elder. The junior turned in an impressive performance, completing 14 of 16 passes for 317 yards and 4 touchdowns in the Panthers' 42-14 win over Floyd Central out of Indiana. Brogan MEKHI, St. Xavier High School. The junior quarterback completed 21 of 32 passes for 309 yards and 3 touchdowns, and helping the Bombers upset LaSalle 24-10 on the road. Talon Fisher, Fairfield High School. Only a freshman, Fisher continued to show early growth, going 3 of 5 passing for 25 yards. However, he showed off his running ability with 17 carries for 299 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 35-13 win over Middletown. MEKHI LYNN, Princeton High School. The junior quarterback used his arm and legs to help the Vikings knock off Sycamore 27-22. Lynn passed for 161 yards and 1 touchdown, while also rushing for 128 yards and 3 scores in the win. Hunter Warner, Fairborn High School. The senior continues to impress on both sides of the ball. In a 45-32 win over West Carrollton, Warner rushed for 237 yards and 3 touchdowns, while also pulling down 2 receptions for 83 yards and a score. For good measure, he also posted 6 tackles on defense with a sack. Drew NOVAK, Western Brown. The sophomore quarterback is back for a second straight week after passing for 518 yards and 3 touchdowns, while also adding 71 yards on the ground with 2 more scores in a 77-61 shootout win over New Richmond. There you have it. Those are the names up for First Star Logistics offensive and defensive players of the week. Your vote matters. We also ask at this time that if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us grow and provide more content like this here on YouTube and on FirstStarFootballReport.com. Again, we want to thank First Star Logistics for all their support.